Finally, after a week-long hiatus of Dragon Ball Super, we are now back to our regular program schedule, Dragon Ball Super 59. This is Mr. Informal for the Dragon Ball Super episode 59 review. All I have to say is great episode. We finally get to see some characters bring back their title, bring back their reputation, and we finally get to see certain actions and certain deaths, if I may add. But let's do... Actually, you know what? I'm going to tell you right now. I like this episode. There's not a lot of action, but there's actually a lot of mystery. And mystery has been solved, cases has been solved, and this episode finally bring back what I thought Beerus was and is. But anyways, let's do a little bit of recap, okay? So we're in the Universe 10 Kaioshin's place again, and the whole gang, Universe 7 Kaio, Beerus, Whis, and Goku are there now. And so we finally get to see Zamasu bring back some tea, and they tell Gowasu that, oh, we're just here because Goku wants to fight him again. But actually that's not the case. I guess quickly they left, and Wiz gave Gowasu a souvenir, which is a green tea and some snacks, okay? And Wiz tells him what it is, and Gowasu suddenly became hungry. And so when they finally left, the whole gang left. They're actually out in space with a magenta bubble, and they're watching Gowasu and Zamasu's conversation or their tea session. And that's happening, and Beerus says to the gang that I spelt a negative or intense spiritual energy on Zamasu. And so that's great. But Goku disagrees, saying that I didn't feel anything. But actually, Wiz explained that since Beerus is a god of destruction, his senses is actually much higher. He can actually pinpoint certain senses on other people or other gods or other being, I guess you can say. So while that's happening, we suddenly go to another scene where in the future Zamasu and Black Goku are discussing that Black Goku should have killed Goku right there and then, and with this immortal body I can do anything. And Zamasu's basically telling him that how ironic that you need mortals to increase your strength, increase your power to keep you motivated. But the plan is still continuing. The extermination of mortals in the whole universe, in the whole entire universe from 1 to 10 will continue, will proceed as planned. And Black Goku transforms to Super Saiyan Rose or Rose, and they just talk about the whole plan and so. So that was a quick, nice thing to see. Two evildoers actually thinking of a plan on what to do, what's their plan, what's their next plan, and so. And so we cut to the next scene, which is the future, and we see Mai around his resurgence or his people of revolution take out Black, and she knows that the morale is low, and so trying to thinking positive, and these two kids give her some snacks and so, you know, trying to keep the moral up, just keep it positive. Now the next scene is really interesting. This is where I really want to go deep, okay? So we see the Pilaf gang looking at future Trunks, and he's all sad. And so the Pilaf gang's trying to think of a plan to make him happy, but that didn't work out. Not in terms of communicating with future Trunks, just the whole plan didn't work out. And so we see present Trunks, little Trunks, confronting future Trunks, telling him, hey, you're supposed to be the future me, and why are you acting like a little B? You know? That's not how you shouldn't even be moping, you shouldn't even be sad, you shouldn't be emotional, you should be motivated on defeating this mother effer. And I don't appreciate that I see my future self acting like a little B. And so that is quite interesting, and I will tell you why, okay? First and foremost, I think that Trunks has the look of his mom, Bulma. But he has the personality of Vegeta in terms of attitude, aggressiveness, desire, the motivation, not acting like a little B, not running away. And so that is interesting how little Trunks is going at future Trunks. So he turns into a Super Saiyan and punches future Trunks. He tells him, look, if you're not gonna attack, I will attack you. And so future Trunks all looking at him was like, what the fuck? And he doesn't even know what to say. And so after Trunks fight himself off or having a little bit of session, we cut back to Universe 10. And this is where things are revealed, okay? Zamasu explains to Gowasu that I finally understand what it means to be a Kaio and how mortals are, and that I have to accept it. And Gowasu's eating the snack that Wiz gave to him. And let's see, and Zamasu moves next to Gowasu, and while Gowasu's eating and chatting, Zamasu suddenly lifts his right hand and creates a energy sword or energy blade, I guess you can say. And while he's doing that, boom, he finally delivers the final blow, and Wiz, Beerus, Goku, and Kaio sees that, and as we all know, Wiz can turn back time in 5 minutes, so he quickly does it. And the next thing you see is when Zamasu's about to do the final blow again, his right hand turns to a oven mitt that is designed like a kitty or a kitty cat, and he's shocked. So he backs up, and guess who is there? Beerus. And Beerus is telling him, hey, what the hell are you doing? And Gowasu and Zamasu are shocked that they're back already. And Universe 7 Kaio explains to Gowasu's what Zamasu intent is basically to kill him, raise hell, wish for immortal body to the Super Dragon Balls. And Goku confronts him, and so Zamasu's about to attack Goku, and when that happens, Beerus blocks it with his bare hands, or his bare paws, however you want to call it. Now the next thing is, this is where I'm excited about, and we finally see the God of Destruction, Beerus, proves his title. The God of Destruction. Basically, he blocks the energy blade from Zamasu, and what he does is he says destruction. He raises he puts his left hand in front of Zamasu, and then he says destruction, and then boom, Zamasu turns into pixel dust, magic dust, whatever dust you want to call it, and he's gone. And Gowasu is just watching it happening, and he couldn't do anything because he somehow knew it. He just somehow knew it. And Goku's right there in front of him, just all shocked. And then it's over. President Zamasu is gone, people. He is gone. And it is finally great to see the God of Destruction holding his title as the God of Destruction. Basically, with no mercy, with no remorse, just outright blasting him away, killing him just like that. Imagine if that was Goku. Man, this series would have been over. I mean over. There is no doubt that Beerus is just that merciless. He just doesn't take shit from nobody. And so we move on to the next scene where Trunks and Little Trunks telling him in his Super Saiyan form, "Hey, I was just getting started and all that. Let's do this." And Future Trunks say, "You know what? I thank you for making me realize that I could win, and I should be hopeful, and I should be motivated." And Small Trunks just realizes it, and he just accepted it as is. And after that second, Beerus, Whis, and Goku landed really hard. Well, except Whis. And they finally explain how they killed President Zamasu, and the future should be great. But Trunks says to Beerus that, "Wait a minute, when I did this, we killed Android, but when I came back, the Android was still alive." And Beerus says, "No, because I'm a god of destruction. It shouldn't be happening." And Bulma interjects saying, "No, that's not right, because just because you killed the President Zamasu doesn't mean it affect the whole future." So it's certainly, if you watch the next episode preview, I'm not gonna give you the spoilers here, but whatever that Beerus says is certainly not the case. But in the present time, Zamasu in the formation of Black Goku is done. So that's over. That is absolutely over. And after this, ending credit scenes comes up. So what do I think? This episode is great, 4 out of 5, whatever scale you want to call it. I like this episode. This is one of the episodes that you just have to watch 2 times, 3 times, not more than that. Okay, and I think it's finally great to see that Beerus finally kills somebody, and we see Zamasu's intent, and we finally get to see Little Trunks have some development, and so that was great. And so that is Mr. Informal with the episode review of Dragon Ball Super 59. I will see you all in the next episode and review.